Cycle Fever TV is brought to you by these great sponsors, so support them. Call Tough Turf for all your landscaping and irrigation needs. Check out Seminole Power Sports for all their brands of motorcycles, accessories, and service. DA's Cafe, where it's all happening. Bikes, cars, great food, rock and roll music. Come on by. USA Payroll, payroll tax service, workforce benefit solutions, insurance, and human resources. Check them out.
Hey, welcome everybody. Happy Thursday.
I gotta give it to you guys, you're only 4 minutes late.
We're not late. We're 8-ish. 8-ish.
Oh, 8-ish?
Crazy John, what time do we start?
8-ish.
8-ish? We've never said 8. We say 8-ish.
Well, for everybody that's out there, I say 8 o'clock, they say 8-ish.
Guess who won?
Guess who's it? Won. No, guess who lost? Whoa!
So,
anyhow.
there we go.
Hey, we got an interesting show this week.
Do we?
Yeah. Rick didn't show up with a camera.
You know, I'm going to text him in a little bit because I'm hoping he's okay.
Me
Anybody
too.
texting her from him?
No, I tried calling him, but other than that,
Who set the mics up today?
never mind. Anyhow,
Seriously.
who set the mics up?
Don't they know how loud you are? There we go. Try that.
Oh, gosh. Hey, how's everybody at home? I'm not that loud. Anyhow, we got a great show tonight. I got to tell you, this weekend was really busy because it was Biketoberfest. And we were booked to go do the drag strip riots.
Yeah.
Which meant that we were supposed to be, John, what time were we supposed to meet, John?
7:30.
7:30. What time did you meet?
I was supposed to meet at 7.
It's
And what
7.
happened? What happened?
How late was I? How late was I? I wasn't that late.
It wasn't that late.
I was like maybe 10 minutes late considering.
For everybody that's at home, that's our big thing with Sean. He doesn't wake up till about noon, so we have to do noon shows.
If all you people would put events on later at night, I got no problem doing the late night stuff.
Okay, so let's continue.
Why do
then.
you have to be at the drag strip place at 8 a.m.? Why do you have to get up at 6 a.m.? It's like fishing. Like when you used to take me fishing, I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning
Yeah.
to be somewhere by 6:30 in the morning, and you didn't catch the first damn fish till 10. Well, I don't get it.
Do you remember the time we took you fishing and you got sick and you ended up throwing up all of the
Yeah,
place?
you
we
guys-
put you on the oil rig?
Yeah, you guys were
And you
using me for chumming.
That's good. All right. Well, that was at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You should have got up earlier. Anyhow, let's get back to this show.
All right.
All right. We started off at the drag strip riots,
Sure did.
and it was pretty interesting, but it was hot.
And loud.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, it was even louder for me because
You were
I
at
learned a
ground zero.
lesson. And you want to hear the worst part? The Misfire Car Club was giving away bags.
Yeah.
And inside the bag, they had earplugs. So I didn't have an earplug, but I was at the starting line. My ear's still ringing from those drag
It
strips.
was loud.
But we got some great footage. We're going to put a little of that on tonight. And then we stayed there till 3 o'clock. And then guess what? You and Crazy John and Rick went to Daytona.
He went to Main Street.
Yeah. And you guys went to Cackleberries and
Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch.
Mhm.
And I noticed that John got arrested at the Cabbage Patch.
He did. He did.
I also noticed that...
There's a thing. He was arrested at least.
What
by
happened
2.
here? What happened to our trophy?
Listen, man, there's so many people who want a piece of that trophy. We can't help it, man. You should see all the people trying to pull it out of John's
You
hand.
didn't even wash this thing, John.
John was holding. John was holding on for dear life, man. Everybody's grabbing for the
I noticed the
trophy.
girl on the pole had the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. John's wife won't see that, huh?
Oh,
She's
John's
not watching tonight. All
Listen,
right. So let's see.
out of all that footage, John, how long we were there? Like, I don't know, 6 hours? I think we got like 22 minutes of footage we can use.
You're right.
That's what I figured.
You're right. But we do have a great nude show we can put
That's
on
it.
some
That's
other
a whole new channel.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, so then we did that. The USO ride's going to come on first.
Okay.
And the only reason it's going on first, okay, is because Mike had to come here to make sure the equipment worked.
All right.
So he came here, it's working, and he's taking all the credit for it. So Mike, thanks.
I'm like a roadie.
You are a
right.
roadie.
You know, it's not Mike. I feel bad for his poor wife that he keeps dragging around here. She's like, he's over here doing nothing. She's sitting out there waiting on him.
That's all right. Then we got an interview with Brittany. Now, you know a little bit about this.
Yeah, this was when we were at the USO ride. I met up with Elisa, and we did an interview with her. I think we have some of the interview, right?
Yes,
tonight?
we do. Yep.
And it's very unique. Her brother was one of the
First one's killed.
killed in the Beirut
Yep.
incident.
Yep.
So, and actually that's where she's at this week. She won't be here, but she is going to come in another time. But Brittany was nice enough to come in and tell us about it. So there's a couple of things. She wrote a book about her brother, and then she's got another book that's called Patriot Pup. And that's to teach kids like Satira and Lexa how to be more respectful to people like you and I.
I don't know about you, but they've been very respectful to me.
All right, maybe it's John.
Yeah.
But anyways,
And then-
so Brittany and her husband John's here, but I guess he doesn't want to get behind the camera. So I'll just throw his name
Well, he's
out there.
guarding the food over
Right,
there.
I'm going to throw his name out there just so people know he's here.
Yeah.
And then, so Brittany's going to tell us all about that.
Yep.
Then we're going to go to some of the drag strip riots.
Yep. Well, let me tell you, we got enough to do about 3 hours of drag strip riots with burnouts, and what you're going to see tonight is just, I think it's about 4 minutes of the race and stuff going on. The interview that John and Rick did with JT, don't give me that look, JT, and I'm going to say Tom, and then the girl's name was, what was her name? See, you guys don't remember, but they dressed up and looked real good. She was the flag girl.
The flag girl.
Yep. So we'll call
Flag
her the
lady.
flag
Flag lady.
girl. Her mother dressed up too. So she's the girl. And
I got you.
Don't screw me up.
All right.
All right. And then after that, we're going to go to Biketoberfest, which should be very interesting. And then we're going to pull John in a little bit and talk about some things that he did. So.
A lot of things he
He
did.
did a lot of things. So, for everybody at home, if you got any questions or anything like that, send them to John. He'll send them over to us. That's if he can find his phone. So, are we ready to do the USO ride?
Lexa's giving us a blank stare. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. There's like a 10 second delay with Lexa, just like there is the signal.
All right, Lexus, let's try it. Go to the USO. Hey, I'm here with Jeff Peeler
Correct.
from the Blue Knights. What chapter?
Florida 29.
Florida 29. And where is 29 located?
It's all here in Central Florida.
It's
Our
all-
meetings in St. Cloud, but we have members from Leesburg and South and Polk County and all over the Central area.
Now, you support other rides, but you guys are having a big ride. Is it what, February?
That's correct. February 23rd. It's Osceola Law Ride. This is going to be our 7th annual, and we support raise funds actually to support officers killed or injured in the line of duty in Osceola County.
All right, so everybody, you got really advance notice for this one, so put it on there. And that's an escorted ride also.
That is correct. It's going to be here at Harley-Davidson South. It's sponsored by them. We'll have the vendors. We'll have donuts and coffee in the morning. Have a lunch after the ride. It's an escorted ride, about an hour and a half, and it's a great event, great turnout.
Now, if somebody wants to go up on your website to see what's going on, what is your website and how do they do it?
Blue Knights, Florida 29, FL29.
Okay, you got that? Blue Knights, Chapter 29 or FL 29. Go up there and you can kind of follow them. And I tell you, they do a lot of good things. This ride, the one that they're coming up with in February, is a big one, and you need to be out here because everybody that's out here is risking their life out here, as far as the police and the firemen and everybody else, and we need to support them. So with that being said, Jeff, you got any good words for today's ride?
It's awesome. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a little warm, but this also is a great cause, supporting the military, and I hope everybody has a safe ride and see them back here for lunch.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you on the 23rd of February. All right, everybody. We'll be right back. They're getting ready to raise the flag, so we're going to go out there and get some shots of that. Everybody, Shawn here with Psycho Fever TV, and I'm here with Elisa Cameron. Did I do it all right?
You did. You did great.
See,
yes.
There we go. I try
you.
not to be like my dad all the time and mix up names, but every once in a while it happens.
You're on it today.
All right, I'm on my game. Elisa, you know, I walked over, and a mutual friend of ours, Navy Mom Mary, she said, hey, you guys got to come over and talk to Elisa. So I said, great, and then I saw you have these books here, right? You got American Brother and Patriot Pup.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about those?
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Psycho Fever TV. I appreciate this.
Thank you.
And the first book was written for my brother. He was one of the United States Marines that was killed in the Beirut bombing of 1983. It was the largest loss of life for the Marines since the Tet Offensive. 241 died that day, and he was one of the first to be identified. So I wrote a book about him and the history of the Beirut bombing called American Brother. And from that spawned Patriot Pup, which is a children's patriotic book called Patriot Pup, and my brother's the main character, and it teaches children patriotism and the importance of patriotism through the eyes of a adventuresome, mischievous little puppy called Patriot Pup.
Oh, those are great. So how fantastic. You wrote 2 books about that.
Yes.
Honoring your brother.
Yes.
And you know, and your brother lives on, helping the new generation learn about patriotism. So that's really something special. Nope, they got a car over there that just loves honking. But so, you know, when did you write the books? How long have they been out?
Well, I wrote this one. I wanted it for the 30th anniversary of the Beirut bombing in 2013 to honor my brother. And then now this is a series of children's patriotic books, and I usually do one a year. And so the last one teaches what to do when the national anthem is being played at a baseball game. So we're learning all the elements of patriotism, what to do when the Pledge of Allegiance is being played, and it's all with a little bit of mischief with the puppy who gets into a little bit of mischief and adventure.
That puppy, that's great. Now, so, Elisa, how do people find these books? How do they find out about you? How do they find out about the books?
You can go to Amazon.com, or you can also go to our website. It's really easy, patriotpup.us, like United States.
Patriot Pup US.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
or Amazon.
Or Amazon.
All
and
right,
we're so
great.
appreciative of Cycle Fever TV for taking the time to value something as important as this. So we appreciate it.
Whoops, I'm sorry. What we do is nothing compared to what your brother did. All right, smile. All right, there we go. Another version of the USO ride that we had a great time over there that Mr. Michael Blanchette put on.
Yeah, but did you notice what he did to me?
What?
He brought me just a little donut holes instead of a whole donut.
Mom must have called ahead of time and said she was worried about you.
Right, and that's all I heard about is how I was going to eat all the donuts. By the way, Mike, I didn't have any donuts or any donut holes.
I'm not gonna lie, Mike. I had quite a few, so just for the record. But
So it fell off. So
just for the record. But we had like 500 people registered for that ride, huh? So
Yeah.
that's pretty darn good. Every year it gets more and more. So let's just keep it up and get more and more people out there.
I tell you, it was a great ride. Everybody that I talked to liked it. The only thing that I heard that some people were complaining that it was a little too long because their butts hurt.
Yeah, Rick's ass got sore, didn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's what he
He's
said.
not here to defend himself, but
Exactly.
that's
So
okay.
we're just gonna throw him under the bus.
But for everybody at home, guess what? We got somebody standing here. We didn't
That's
even
right.
introduce you.
Well,
Brittany.
she's because the lead in there. If you saw our last interview on there was with the Lisa
Yeah.
that we were talking about for the Patriot Pup who couldn't make it, right?
Why?
Because she is in Washington D.C.
Washington, D.C.
Is it the 35th?
35th anniversary of the
Beirut
bombing in Beirut.
bombing.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
her brother passed away. In
Yeah,
that.
unfortunately, he was one of the 241 that passed away that day,
Yeah.
and they're honoring them up in D.C. And we were just there this past weekend to honor them. It was a great event.
Yep, and then so you and your husband John are here to talk to us about Patriot Pup.
Absolutely.
All right, so guess what?
Well, before we go to the Patriot Pup,
Yeah.
then she wrote 2 books. Probably more than 2
Actually,
books.
she's written 3.
That's what I was going to say, but she didn't tell us about the other one.
Okay, well,
So-
she's written 3 books.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I'm leaving it. That's why you're here.
Okay, she's actually written 3 books. The first book was called American Brother. It was about her brother, Meatcot Camera, that was one of the 241 that passed away in the Beirut bombing, one of the first to actually pass away. And then out of inspiration from that, she decided to write children's books and wound up now having 2 books. The first one is called Patriot Pup, and then the second one's called Baseballs and Hot Dogs.
Baseball and hot dogs.
Baseballs
There we
and
go.
hot dogs.
All right. So there you go. So you're gonna let us. So tell us about them. What about
Okay.
the premise? I know for Patriot Pup, because I don't know about the baseball and hot dogs, but I do know that the premise was about teaching kids about respect and patriotism and the flag and everything that it stands for, because it does seem as the generations go on, those that were in the war, there's less and less of them.
That's
thank
right.
God. But people really, the younger generation doesn't really seem to connect with
Correct.
the older generation. Not
Correct.
too much.
Yes, I completely agree with you. But the inspiration for Patriot
Wait, I'm
Pup-
sorry.
Okay.
She said she agrees with me. I just want you to know I heard that. So go ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. I got you.
I agreed with you too. How do you like that?
We all agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's all just get along.
Okay. The inspiration behind Patriot Pup was basically to teach children about patriotism and about self-respect and respecting others, especially our veterans and those that are serving now. Elisa wanted to bring that to attention. Her brother loved children, and that was a huge point. And Meatcot's actually the main character with Patriot Pup in all these books. So it's a wonderful thing that she's doing. She's actually planning on writing a 3rd book to teach the children the Pledge of Allegiance, which unfortunately has gotten lost with today's children. But it's a great thing that she's doing. And it's also an inspiration to the rest of our Beirut brothers and all those veterans and those serving today.
And now, with these books, and now just about these books, she does a lot of stuff with. There's a group, the Beirut Veterans.
The BVA, the
That's
Beirut
it.
Veterans of America. Yes.
Because I met a few of them that were out there actually at the USO.
Right.
And it was really cool. But they truly became a family.
Yes.
She said that they took her right in.
Yep.
And it's just been great. And that, again, that's one of the things about veterans. it really is a family.
Yeah, it is a family. Whether you are still with us or you've passed and family members and friends are left over, it is a large family. Like my husband John and I, we've been a part of this project since last year, and my husband does the website for her. I do various other things. But it's been an honor and privilege to do that, and we have been welcomed into the Marine family with these Beirut veterans and their families and friends, and it's been such an honor and privilege to do this for them. It has been so touching to see these people, like we just saw them this past weekend, and it's incredible, their stories, the love that they have for each other, and for them to still be here and to talk about it and to bond, like we were welcomed into the family. And to me, I'm nobody special, but they still love me and my husband for just helping them out and getting their message across to never be forgotten. Never forget our boys from Beirut.
Well, you're special.
Yes.
You're out there helping.
Yeah.
John told me you're special when we came in. He said you were special.
I agree with him again, see?
There we go. We're all getting along.
But you are special.
Wait a minute, I wanted to ask you a question. Thanks. Boy.
Very
First
good.
of all,
So-
can we get him that book, Patriot Pup, so he can show a little respect?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think, maybe we all need to learn a little
I don't need
for
respect, I'm
everybody.
too old. But here's the thing I wanted to ask.
Sure.
How do we buy the books?
Okay, there's a couple ways. Elisa does several events here and there. You can find our events page on patriotpub.us. Also, you can buy the book on Amazon and, just find Elisa and various other forms. My husband actually knows more about that than I do.
Why don't we get a book signing someday?
Okay, we would love to do that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Absolutely, and I know Elisa will
I mean,
be
if Hannity
all
can do it,
for
we can do it.
That's right. That's right.
What the heck?
Now, you said that your husband, John, and yourself got into it about a year ago. What got you two involved with it?
Okay, well, I've been friends, actually, I'm family friends with Elisa, and I have been since about 97, because I used to live in the neighborhood with my family, and she used to live in the same neighborhood. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere last year, my dad calls me and says, Elisa needs help. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, do you remember her? And I said, yeah, I remember her, but what does she need help with? Oh, she needs help with her website, because she'd been through a few other people, and they just were not listening to her and completing her mission the way that she wanted it. So he recommended my husband to do it, and I said, you are taking this project. It's a family friend. It is a passion project. You're doing it. And after that, it's been history since.
Good. That's great.
Are you and I friends?
Yes.
We need help!
If you need help, he'll give it to you. You're taking this project, you're doing it, and that's the end of
That's
it.
it.
Our website evolves very slowly. We haven't figured that part out.
Everything
he's
we
the
do,
man.
everything we do evolves very slowly, so that's nothing
I
new.
got to tell you, first of all, the USO ride was a very big success. And then I went over by the table and I shot some stuff, and then later Shawn went over there and did the interview, and he says to me, well, I did this interview with this girl, and she's got these books and everything, and we're just so glad that it's funny how people meet and how things go, and we want to be
amazing.
able to help push her cause and the books and everything else to go with it.
Absolutely.
I taught school for 19 years, and I got to tell you, the thing that bothers me the most is they don't stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore.
And that's the focus of her next book, is the Pledge of Allegiance. And
Yeah.
we're trying desperately to get that out there, and like I said, to remember all those that have served and continue to serve to this day.
Yeah, I would have kids that would be in the class going, I don't have to stand up, and I go, that's right, you don't, but stand outside the room right now while I'm doing it.
I agree with that.
And, I'd get in trouble because they said, you can't do that, and I said, well, I can. I'm old enough that I can do it, and so I did it. But it really bothers me that, and I'm not super religious, he'll tell you that, but, God needs to be in school, and Pledge of Allegiance needs to be in school, and we need to start being more focused on helping everybody rather than everybody fighting with one another, blaming everybody.
All that, fend for yourself. No, it's got to be a
Yeah.
community effort.
Yeah, and that's what's
Yeah.
nice about the group that you guys are in.
Right.
Because it is a family and they work together, and it's like, you know what? don't you dare mess with my family.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. I can't tell you, when we were talking to the veterans, when we were up in North Carolina at Camp Lejeune this past weekend, how many people cried and came and hugged us for doing the work that we're doing. Like I said, we're nobody special. We're just doing this, to help Elisa, to get the word out there that you need to support your country. You need to support the president, whomever
Yep.
he or she may be at the time.
Yep.
We may not all agree with
We all have to
everything.
unite. We
but
gotta unite.
United we stand, and
Yeah.
that's the focus on that.
Yeah, I mean, we here at Cycle Fever TV, we work with a lot of groups that deal with veterans.
Yeah,
I think Elisa's actually part of the Snowball Run.
Yes, we're doing the
that's gonna be
Snowball
going on.
Express,
Right,
yes.
Snowball Express, which Rick, who is one of our hosts, does as well.
Okay.
And so if he was here, he'd say hello, but
Well, hello, Rick.
that's it.
We'll be seeing you soon.
So yes, you will be seeing him soon. So whenever there's an event, obviously the USO or any rides like that, veteran things, we want people to know about them. We want people to get there, get involved, right, Dan?
Yep. I'm going to tell you somebody you need to get in contact with.
Okay.
Mission Barbecue.
That's funny you mentioned that. We're actually doing an event to honor Meecot at Mission Barbecue next month.
Okay.
you go.
Yep.
Well, let us know.
Absolutely.
Give us enough advance notice, and maybe we'll see if we can get down there with a camera. First of all, their barbecue's great, and I love their whole thought, especially at noon. At noon every day, they stop what they're doing, they stand up, and they do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, that's fabulous. I love hearing that.
So-
I've never been there, I admit it.
Well, go there. Leanne is the, I guess they call her the community relations person.
Okay.
And run into her and just tell her that you ran into Sean, because don't tell her you ran into me.
No, just tell her Cycle Fever.
Cycle
She likes
Fever.
all of us.
Cycle Fever's got us down, Mission
That's
Barbecue.
it. That's it. All right.
Well, not that I want to cut this thing short, but I've been trying to get these guys to get the show done within an hour and a half and try to start on time. We've never done either one.
That's all right. Better late than never.
I want to thank you for coming on. It's been an honor to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's been my honor and privilege to do this.
Not as much as it is ours.
No, thank you.
And you didn't smack them enough like we talked off of camera. Okay, that's good. All right.
Real quick, I just want to say to my Beirut brothers and all the veterans out there, we love you and we will never forget.
Yes.
All right.
Never forget. All right. So you have one more job before you go.
What's that?
All right. You're gonna look into the camera.
We're going to
and you're
commercial.
gonna
No, we're going to a commercial.
Oh,
We are. See,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not
that's what
written down there. Okay. So
looking into the camera.
So
We're
you're
going
gonna
to
look into the
commercial.
camera and you just tell Alexa to roll that commercial.
all right, Alexa, roll that commercial.
The Ace is simply the most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Tough Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Tough Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Tough Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
Number one in fast fun, Seminole Power Sports. Number one in fast fun, Seminole Power Sports.
There's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and as the owner of your own business, that's what you need to be focusing on. Not payroll, hiring, and compliance. That's what we do. We're USA Payroll, and we started our business in 1994. So we've been there. We understand the growing pains and the not enough hours in the day that come with owning a business. So let us provide you with another opportunity. Help. We're USA Payroll, keeping your business in check.
I'm talking for too early there. Lex is really trying to mess with me tonight, isn't she? 30 seconds, 1 second.
Go to commercial.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. You know what? She's wrapping. I was going to have Satira wrap up all the cords tonight, but Lex is doing it. So that's how we're doing it. So that was great. You know, another great cause that we got to talk about here on the show, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what it's all about.
Everything with veterans.
That's it.
And I'll tell you what, we definitely got to go to Mission Barbecue. You'll love that place. The barbecue is great, and just the atmosphere. Just that atmosphere.
Speaking of barbecue,
yes,
I took your granddaughter for a ride on Sunday because she was driving me nuts.
Did you go there to Daytona?
And we went to Daytona, and we went by Oklahoma Joe's.
And it was open.
It wasn't open that day. They must have just opened it maybe that night, but it looked ready to go. That was for sure.
Well, I know that the crew went there yesterday from here.
Yeah.
And they said the first guy in line. Now I don't know who he is. So you'd probably know this. Who's the VP for NASCAR there? Guy named Henson or something like that.
I don't know who it is.
Anyhow, he was the first guy in line.
First line. Oh.
First guy in line getting barbecue.
Are we doing the grand opening November?
I gotta give
Matt.
you were going to talk to him.
Talk to
Matt.
Matt.
Yeah. I'll go tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, check that thing out. Life member.
Of what?
The Veterans of Foreign War.
That's cool, man.
So I go hang out with the boys once in a while. You know what I mean?
Do they have
some
Stella?
of them they gave away Stella. They dropped Stella dead.
Oh.
It's all right though. I get to hang out with the guys once in a while, have a beer with them.
Good.
Well,
You know, and they talk all the time.
That's good.
So-
As a matter of fact, you're working on something with the quarterback club.
Yes. Yep. We're November 17th. It's a few weeks away.
Going to have a.
We're gonna have an auction to try to raise some money.
He doesn't know about it.
For
No, I do know.
Snowball.
We were talking
and they
about
said
it at the
they
Cabbage
approved, they
Patch with
approved
his
it,
friends.
so we're working on getting all the helmets and everything, autographed stuff in to let people bid on it.
I know all about it because John had like 20 of his friends there that he was buying drinks for, and he was warming them all up to get over there to bid on the.
Well, there's
the
300
event.
guys that go to the quarterback club. It was funny. I was sitting talking. There was a guy at a table. He thought the quarterback club, like a couple people will sit around and like watch a game or something.
Yeah.
It's literally 300 guys at a ballroom with
guest
Spurrier,
speakers. Yeah, big time guest
it's
speakers.
just
Have you been invited?
It's like a meet and greet.
I've been invited.
No, it's only 300 of his closest friends. I think you're like 321 and I'm like
It's just like
326. Yeah, so we didn't make the cut.
You might be higher up than me.
That's
I don't
it.
know.
So listen, so we did have a crazy
weekend.
Saturday.
Yep.
That was pretty wild.
I wasn't tired when I went home.
Did you go home?
I was hurting.
Did you go home?
Oh man.
Yes,
gotta
I
tell you,
did.
First of all, I didn't clean the van on Sunday because I couldn't bring the vacuum cleaner out because if I did,
So
my
much
wife
sand
would shoot
and everything,
My wife would
right?
shoot me. I waited until she went to work on Monday and cleaned it.
It looked like we were at the beach. didn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and I loved it when at first of all I thought you stepped in dog dew.
No, that was
He's
burnt tire.
5 minutes later, I got it on mine, and you can't get it off your shoe.
That was the drag strip. People's tires peeling off and shooting over the wall.
That was something.
And you talk about how loud it is out there. Well, when you get in a van and it echoes through it hits that one side and comes back, it's pretty good.
I thought maybe the fan took care of you.
Oh, I was cooler than you, I can tell you that.
Oh, everybody was cooler than I was.
Hey, I picked one car and it won.
Did John get that?
I think I got one.
Did you?
And then I got one at 100.
And the one guy we interviewed last year in that Fury, I think it was, he's the one that crashed into the wall.
The wall, yeah. There was a guy that hit the wall.
I think Rick
got it.
I think Rick got some footage now. Rick was all over the place too. Rick was getting footage, walking around, finding people to interview. I couldn't believe how far those cars were lined up to ride. Or to race, I should say.
Well, what about out front to get into the place?
Yeah.
You're a couple miles down the road lined up to get in, which was pretty awesome. I don't know if you've ever been. That was their second one. But if you were in the cars at all, I'm telling you.
And next year's going to be even bigger.
Cars, they had motorcycles, They had mini bikes, right?
And a
dragsters,
funny cars. I mean, it's just old cars, police cars.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I got the mini bikes. I didn't show the mini bikes racing, but I was with the flag guy. Well, actually the starter, because he presses a button and the lights go. But there was one guy on a mini bike, and I don't think you guys saw this, but he took off and he lost his gas can. And so he made it all the way down before his bike stopped. But I'm looking, and there's his gas can
Just spinning around
on that thing.
There was some crazy cars.
Hank had a good idea though. He always picked the guy that had the helmet on.
Yeah.
If he had a guy just sitting in the car and somebody with a helmet, that he had a rhythm there that the helmet guy would win.
He was either that or wheelie bars.
He said that's what he said. He said the helmet, the wheelie bars, or if they had a pack on the back.
Oh yeah, parachute.
Parachute on the back.
That's right.
So,
well, what do you say? You want to see some of this?
let's see it.
Okay, let's see if Alexis is ready to throw it on.
3, 2, 1.
Bang!
All right, this is Rick and Crazy John. We've got JT, Bill, Angie, and Erica here. Why don't you talk to JT over there real quick? Tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
Okay, today is the second annual Drag Strip Riot, and it is all about nostalgia drag racing and the way things used to be, and bringing families and friends together and getting people out and just having a great time.
I was just talking about that, how walking outside, talking to people, and just remembering, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And the most important thing is to get young people involved so that they can carry the torch into the future, because when we're gone, they be gone.
It's an awesome day. All right, Bill, how did this thing come about?
We were sitting at Dixie Bell's Cafe on Orange Avenue one Saturday morning and decided this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a nostalgia event together.
And how long ago was that?
Say again?
How long ago did you put this thing together?
Well, it's a year-long project. I mean, last year we did it in about 5 months. This year we took 12 months to do it.
Fantastic. Now, tell me about these outfits here.
It was all his idea.
All my idea.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, I tell you what, they were ordered on Monday and not everything got here till Friday night at 6 o'clock. How's that?
I'll tell you, the ladies look fantastic. You want to say a little something? Your name is?
Erica.
And where are you from?
Orlando.
Okay. And how do you know JT and Bill?
Well, my mom's dating Bill, and he asked if I would be the flag girl, so I'll be the flag girl for the main race, and she runs around and does all the dirty work for Bill.
Tell us about the dirty work.
It's dirty.
It's dirty. Way too much.
I mean, so you're going to be out there actually dropping flags?
Yep.
And when will that happen? About what time?
We're going to have a driver meeting at 1:40, and then we're going to start racing at 2 o'clock. Roger Vinci from Roger Vinci High Performance is our grand marshal, and he's going to start the engines today at 2 o'clock.
JT, you want to close out?
I just want to close out by saying we couldn't have done this without everybody that came, all the fans, all the sponsors, you guys. I mean, we're pinching ourselves right now. So
now this is an annual event, am I correct?
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be an annual event.
I was amazed when I came down the line down the street of everybody lined up to get in here. That was awesome.
Well, good things come to those who wait.
Yep. So we're having a blast here at Orlando Speed World. Just come on down. It was a blast. Make sure, guys, it's Drag Strip Riot 2018, but they're going to have this. It's an annual basis, so you want to check them out on Facebook. You've got YouTube, I'm sure. You've got a website. Please check them out online. You want to come out here for next year. Do not miss it. This is an amazing event. Bring the entire family. You've got all types of vehicles. I mean, old school vehicles, funny cars, drag cars. You've got motorcycles out here. You've got to come out here next year. Make sure you look them up. Drag Strip Riot. It'll be Drag Strip Riot 2019, I'm sure. And it normally happens what? Say about October of next year? Okay. So hopefully we'll have some fall weather next year.
Hopefully.
All right. Cycle Fever TV. We're at Drag Strip Riot 2018 at the Orlando Speed World. Check them out and come out here next year.
I don't care about the clip that went on earlier today.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Hopefully, that was just some of the crazy cars and some of the crazy vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
They were fast, loud, and really cool. That POW one was really cool.
That was. We got an interview with them. Matter of fact, that's on our website now.
Rick went over and got that, right?
Yep, and he got it, and he talked about it. And that car started off in California. It was all put together by all veterans. They put it together, and it's all the MIAs and POWs from the wars, and they had it there. And then on the fin in the back, which was aluminum, people signed those, and the people that signed those were people that were either a POW or somebody that was the family of a missing in action
MIA,
person.
wow, that's cool.
So,
very cool.
But a really super car. We had a great time there. The only thing that kind of got to us, number one, was the heat. It was really hot. One of our guys in the crew has a mister.
Yeah, we had fan zone we could have brought.
Fan zone, but you know, he didn't bring it.
Yeah.
But he
the
did
heck
bring-
knew it would be that hot.
But let me just say this. How many times did we stop for Stella before we got to the racetrack?
Oh, that was something else. Poor John stopped like 10 times trying to get a Stella.
Went to get a Stella at 7 in the morning. No, it's 6. It opens at 7. I go to the next county over. I go at 7:30. No, 10. If I kept going down to Florida, it would have been midnight.
Wait a minute. You guys were supposed to meet me at Walmart.
Right.
So he says to me, do me a favor. You'll get there before us. Go in the back and buy some Stella. So I go, okay. I walk all the way in the back of the store. All the way. I come walking out.
I should have
wait
told
in
him to
line.
get a case.
Good thing. I wait in line. I finally get to the cash register. I put it down. The lady looks at me and goes, you can't buy that till 10 o'clock.
Hey, it's nuts. And it's a Saturday. It's not Sunday.
Somebody's went
It
fishing.
was
You
totally
mean
crazy.
the fishing guy?
That's what John and I said. How you can't go fishing. Not that everybody's fishing, but here's the funniest part. So then we end up at the Winn-Dixie, right?
Yeah.
So we tell you to meet us at the Winn-Dixie. And by then it's what, 8:30?
No, it's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So we walk in. First thing I do is I say to the lady, can we buy beer? She says, yeah, you can get beer. Perfect. We grab a few things, get some beer. John grabs his beer, puts it in cart. One of the workers goes, oh, you can't buy that now. I thought John was going to tear him apart. I go, whoa. I go, the lady up front said we could buy it, and she's the one checking us out. And he goes, okay, if she said it, you're on your way. John grabbed that cart. He took off so that guy couldn't call up front. He got his beer and got the hell out of there. So he did end up with some beer.
That was an interesting thing. And then, like John said, getting there, I mean, there was just cars all over the place. So we were lucky because we could go in the media area. So we went around to the media area. We still had to wait, but we got in there and then we set everything up. And John was mad at me because I brought an extension cord that didn't have the third plug or whatever.
You always should have
you always have a ground. All this equipment, we got a plug without a ground. Yeah. It's for a freaking flashlight.
Yeah.
Well, you should.
We have equipment.
You should have brought the fan zone, and you should have brought your plug.
Yes.
But with that being said, I want to talk about this next episode. Now, first of all,
same day, mind you.
Yeah.
Can I plead the fifth?
Now, so everybody knows, it was really hot. At 3 o'clock, we were going to leave at 2 o'clock, but they got a late start, so we stayed till 3 o'clock. And then when we got done, we're packing everything up.
And that, just so you know, it takes an hour.
Yeah, it takes a while to
pack everything up. It takes a while.
So now we got everything all packed up. We gave Rick a camera, you a camera, and Shawn a camera. And Rick says, okay, I'm going to go to Daytona. So we pull out. He heads off 50 towards 95 and goes to Daytona. And you guys, we had to go back to your truck because we left it at Winn-Dixie. So where did we stop? We stopped at a McDonald's.
Yep.
We had milkshakes.
Feel free to sponsor us if you want, Mickey D's.
Everybody had about 3 drinks to start with and then the food. Then we went, and so now it's going on about 4 o'clock, and you guys now are heading over to Cackleberry's and the Cabbage Patch, And I know that you didn't go before the sun went down.
Shawn went home and I went home and took a shower.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm glad because
got changed.
We had to.
Yeah, it was
and then I got out of the shower and I said to my wife, "What? John told me to call him at 7, and I just called him. What are the odds he's taking a nap, and maybe we're not going tonight?" She goes, "John don't miss anything. He's like the Energizer Bunny." I went, "Damn it!" That means
and then the phone rang.
Yeah.
So now there's so much footage that I just got it today. So I put I think, how long is that? About 4 minutes? 3:20.
You're asking Lexa about time tonight?
Yeah, she's doing okay.
Just checking.
Leave my girl alone.
All right.
So anyhow, I got just a little bit. There was some stuff there, John, that I could have put out, but I like you too much.
Why? Why? He wants it. He's got it.
No. When we put the whole thing together to go on YouTube, that's a different story. We'll just throw it up.
We need to put that on a whole other
Matter of
channel.
fact, you're gonna come over and help me edit it.
That's gonna be a whole other channel.
Yeah, but we'll pick on Shawn.
But there was some nice bands there.
Listen, we got to hang out with Big Engine.
Big Engine,
They're
they were awesome.
Love Big Engine. They're always cool with us. They're always great with us. And
everybody loves them while they're there. They're having a great time.
They take the trophy, and they were all happy with the trophy. Taz over at Cackleberry's.
Yep,
he
Taz.
always takes care of us. I don't know if you saw the part where he looked in the camera and said, "Hey, where's Hank?"
No, I didn't see that part.
Yeah. You must have been watching other footage then.
I was. I was watching some girl serving beers for John, and I couldn't put that on.
They were serving beers for John. Yeah, he had that trophy filled to the brim.
I make sure that people have a good time when they come here.
That's right.
That's right. And I will say this, we all work hard, we enjoy what we do, but when we play hard, and these two are hard players.
No, I'm nothing. This guy is. I'm just trying to keep up.
Okay.
We have fun.
I'm just trying to hold the trophy.
Rather than talk about it, what do you say, Lexus? Throw on Biketoberfest, would you please?
Or
All right.
All right. So,
All right, so what was the matter with that?
That's it.
Well, I cut out all the like.
See,
nothing. You know,
To be honest
the
with
first
you,
thing
that's all
said
you
loud
can show.
pipes. What was the second sign?
Oh, I don't even know. I
And then
didn't
the
see
third
it.
one said,
The
I
third
know.
one
The
was-
third one
yeah,
said,
that
you
was
said,
bad.
would you check with my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
And you dropped a few F-bombs in there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
but
did.
We had a good time. We met a bunch of people.
The
nice
family
people.
show. The family show goes down the tubes.
Listen, when you've had a few stellars in the old trophy there,
okay, good question.
everything's out the window.
Did you go out for breakfast?
Yes, I did.
And did you buy the whole restaurant breakfast like
No,
you did last year?
I did not this time.
Oh.
It didn't play right. This
Okay.
time.
You know what was missing?
My son
Dylan was.
No, he met me there.
Oh, Dylan
My
didn't
son
work it right.
and his fiance met me there. And, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that night.
Oh my God.
Yep. No. So,
Yep.
That was good.
Because I knew they were helping move and everything. And he was home. I was like, hey, I'm headed to.
And he's there.
Did I even tell you what happened to me coming home?
Well, you told me you had a problem on the way there. Your car.
Yeah. So going home, this thing's going so bad, my teeth are chattering. I'm like, what the hell's going on with my car? And I'm like, you're dumb at that point.
Just
Should I
had it
pull
worked
over?
on, too.
Yeah. Should I pull over? No, I'll just go faster and turn the radio up. So I'm flying, and I mean, the whole thing's shimmying like this. I'm like, what? I was pissed. So Monday morning, I call up. I go to the mechanic. Something's wrong with this car. I don't know what it is. I go, I'm coming to get you. I'm taking you on a test drive, and I need you to take care of it for me. He goes, all right, come on, get me. I pull up, I get him. We're going down 436, and I'm going to take him on the highway because that's when it's really bad, right? I make it 2 blocks. He goes, turn this bitch around. I go, what? He goes, you trying to kill me? I go, well, I didn't even get up to 80 yet. He goes, turn this car around. We turn the car around. 3 lug nuts fell out of my thing. I'm driving with 2 lug nuts on the tire. The whole thing's going like this. Just for record, it rides real well now.
With all the lug nuts.
And I can turn the radio down.
And one of the lug nuts you lost was the one that hit the lock to it.
Yeah.
You should have.
And you recognized it on the way there because you said that it's just not balanced. Doesn't seem right.
But on the way back,
it's getting worse.
Worse, man. I was like, man, I know John had some drinks, but this car feels funny. So, anyways,
we got plenty.
And then we still haven't even shown anything for Main Street because Rick was down at Main Street.
Yep.
So when we get some of that footage,
We'll put that in a couple weeks.
And what we're going to do is, like I said, I'll bring you a little on next show, and we'll put some stuff on, and we'll do have some fun with it. But I got to tell you, really, when you see these guys out, I'm usually in bed by about 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're still out. So when you see them, go up and talk to them, especially John. If you follow him, if he goes to the Waffle House, follow him. You might buy you
free breakfast. That's it, man. And you see us with that trophy.
There's a caravan.
That's right. You see us with that trophy. We want to get you on camera with that Psycho Fever TV trophy.
It's amazing how when I put beer in there, everybody's like shocked.
Beer?
You know what I mean?
I don't know how it doesn't overflow. You put them in there and everybody's watching.
They were all, man, you're really drinking out of that thing. It's pretty fun.
We got to get a new handle or weld the other one out.
I think we just take this handle off and just have a rounded one. We'll be fine.
It looks so much professional. By the way,
professional. Like, Satara, how long you been here? Long enough, right? Has anything been professional that we've done? I can't
God!
Hey, look who it is!
It's the
I can't even believe we even said professional in one breath. And
now I got to say one other thing because John and I went over to the University of Auburn, and the thing that we ran into. First of all, there was a lot of devastation on the way up, and we weren't in the worst part.
No,
but first of all, I got to tell you, I've never seen such friendly fans in my life.
That's one thing about Auburn. I keep telling her, it's almost spooky.
It is.
You know what I mean? When people, boy, they're being so nice.
The Tennessee fans were sitting in front of us. Now I think we were ahead a little bit.
Yeah, we were ahead for a little bit.
Everybody was nice. Then Tennessee gets ahead. I'm figuring, oh, this is going to get ugly. Oh, no, nice game. Yeah. I'm going to myself, John wants to shoot somebody. That coach has had it. I'm going to get that coach. So what can I tell you? But we had a good time. I'm going to bring that footage out. We had the eagle fly around.
That's
landing.
Every time they do that, that's a killer.
That, and then we had the stealth bomber fly over.
Yes, we had a stealth flyover, which was awesome.
Yeah. And then we had the guys from the concrete company.
Yep.
That I had my Bloody Marys.
C-Max.
Yeah, they were nice enough to let me drink.
So it was fun.
It was a good time.
And I hope everybody had a good Biketoberfest and a safe Biketoberfest.
Yeah, me too.
So who do we got? Somebody just walked in here.
I'll tell you what, it looks like
Spooktacular there.
Spooktacular, yeah.
He's
now he's kissing somebody.
I know. What are you gonna?
Yeah. Come here a minute. Okay. We're only putting you on for a minute because with a face like that, it scared the hell out of my audience.
So what's been happening, man?
What's up, guys?
Everybody knows Tex here. Tex lights things up for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't know what Tex is doing now because every time I turn around, he's doing something different.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to put them in your skin and stuff, so when you come in here, you're lighting up.
Don't give me
not a bad idea. Actually, I seen a video of a lady that she had
I think you can do it.
She did lights on the side of her corset to shine into her implant, made her boobs light up.
There you go. I think you can do it though.
Watch what we're talking about here. This could get dangerous.
Tex, I know you're good at lighting a lot of things, but I think we're going to keep this low LED.
So what is happening with you real quick?
Well, we just got done doing the purge ride, the CFTV purge ride. So that's why we're dressed up, me and my lady there and everybody else. So
your lady? Who's your lady?
That is my Harley Quinn. Her name is Miranda.
Miranda, come on in here, Miranda.
So yeah, we had a good probably, I don't know, I'd guess maybe 80 people riding at least tonight. So and everybody was dressed up.
What group was that?
Central Florida Motorcycle Riders.
Okay.
Yeah, CFTV.
You guys just pulled in, right?
Yeah, we just pulled in. So
we heard you. So
yeah, we're loud.
Where'd you start off?
Especially me. At the Wawa on Lee Vista and Cimarron.
Okay.
Yeah. So we kind of took over the whole wall.
Go ahead, Dad. Tell him.
So.
About what?
Yeah.
He said Wawa.
Wawa. Yeah,
great sandwiches.
I like some good subs.
Great subs, especially at $5 now.
Yeah.
But
3, 4, and 5.
So, I can't keep up with you. Every time I see something like you got the shop and you build it all up, then you get out of the shop and you go home, and then you go somewhere else and you do something else. What are you doing now?
Right, as of right now, I've kind of downsized the business. I'm moving into some other business ventures, so I'm kind of taking some focus off of the motor. I mean, I'm still doing lights and stuff, and I got 4 project bikes sitting in the garage right now that I'm working on. So, but no, I'm just kind of taking it a little easy. After the motorcycle wreck earlier this year, it really messed my back up. So it's gotten a lot harder to work on bikes.
Well, this year it's like you're what, second, third, how many, fifth? I know.
This is I-4 crash ban.
Yeah.
2 times on I-4 now. So.
Yep. So
at least you bounce back. I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So you guys had a good ride today. So it was a Halloween ride. Yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah, everybody's all nice and dressed up, and everybody's got masks and covered in blood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
I don't know whose blood was real and what was fake.
Oh yeah.
That's a typical Saturday night for Crazy John.
Well, we got to get ready to end this.
Yep.
So we're going to let you stay here while we end it.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to do Rick, sorry you didn't make it, buddy. Hope everything's good with you. We'll see you 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and Mark, same with you. I don't know what's happening there, but
last time I saw Mark, he was knee deep in
he dug up
flood water. So you have to go with him.
I hear you heard from long lost JD.
Yep. JD says in 6 months he'll be ready to go.
He says that every 6 months. I'll have the house done in 6 months.
So and then Karalee, Hank Stone, the rest of the crew that we haven't seen in a while.
Let's shout out to our girls here tonight.
Yep. Satara, Alexa's working on her counting skills, and Satara's just making sure we're all in focus here. So it looks, it's all good. Yep. Anybody, you got anything besides your beautiful family?
We're good.
All right.
Well, I'm going to shout out to, first of all, because I haven't shouted out to Lisa in a long time. I know she just got back from vacation. So let's just shout out to Lisa. I know she's not watching, but I'll shout out to her anyhow.
Lisa's his daughter. One of his daughters.
Yeah. And then, I'll shout out to Joy. And then I'll shout out to Kevin, who's in Mexico Beach right now.
He might be coming back tomorrow.
Is he? Might come back? Yep. Yeah. And then, of course, to Shawn.
There we go.
And then to my wife. and then to the 2 dogs and the bird and the cat. So that's it for me. That's it for me. Oh, and now shout out to John too.
That's it. We always shout out to John.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We had a great time. Another great time. Michael, thanks for making sure all our equipment worked. We appreciate it. And we'll go from there. We'll see you next time, everybody. So you guys see this right here? This is our tagline. Got it?
Yeah.
Ready? All right, everybody. Join the adventure and enjoy the ride. See you next week.